Hi there, thanks for coming to this 5-minute class. I'm Jennifer Croft and I'll be teaching you how to choose a target market. If you like this class, we have a bunch of other classes and free resources available at www.5minuteclasses.com. So of all the classes that I've ever created or taught, this is probably my favorite one, and I think the most important one, because if you can get this right, you'll have a really good chance of having a successful business. And so let's start by talking about what is a target market. And so a target market is the consumers or businesses who are the most likely to buy from you. And notice how have highlighted here most likely. I mean, anyone in theory could buy from you, depending on what you sell, but these are the people that are the most likely and buy, not just ask for information or become looky-loos, but actually buy. And so before you can choose a target market, you need to be really clear on what you sell and what your pricing position is in the marketplace. Meaning, are you high quality, low quality, high price, low price? It'll help to know that before you try to go after your target market. There are two different kinds of businesses that you can go after, and one is you would go after business to consumer. This is referred to as B2C sometimes, or you could go after organizations, and this is called business to business or B2B. So for target market with consumers, you want to narrow that target market down as much as you can, and you can do that by applying different demographics and psychographics. So demographics are really facts like, what age is someone, what gender, where do they live, how much do they make. Psychographics is more about how they think, how they act, what they value, what their beliefs are. But again, the more you can narrow this down, the better. And then for businesses, we also have demographics, which can relate to the size of the business, maybe where it's located, what industry it's in, and even businesses have psychographics, meaning that they can have different corporate cultures or different missions or different risk tolerance, and so you'll want to apply both demographics and psychographics if you're going after businesses as well. I've touched on this and it sounds counterintuitive, but the more narrow your target market, the better, because we're really trying to focus on the people that are the most likely to buy from us. So we don't want to waste a bunch of our marketing efforts, meaning time and money, going after people who may never buy from us. And I'm going to show you two examples of this. I ran a dental newsletter company for a long time, and I needed about 50 clients to make a good living, and yet there were 180,000 dentists in the US. And I primarily found new accounts by sending out direct mail pieces. And so by narrowing that scope of who I sent to, I ended up spending a lot less per new customer or client. And so I'll step you through those numbers. 180,000 dentists in the US. I only had a product that was available to sell to general dentists, so it would have been a waste to hit that other 20%. I found that when I sent to the Midwest or Western states, the dentists tended to buy more. So that narrowed it down by another 50%. And finally, I was approaching dentists at the age at which they graduate from dental school, and I was going up to the age of 43 thinking that these younger practitioners were more likely to want to do marketing. So by adding all of those filters, I took it from me contacting 100 dentists via direct mail to me only contacting 20, and that potentially brought the cost of my marketing down from $300 per client, which is what I was spending in actual fact. If I had not narrowed that down, I might have potentially spent as much as $1,500 per new client. So I'm going to also show you another example here of a leadership training company. And so that company or that consultant could potentially go after four target markets, which is higher ed, corporations, nonprofits, or government. So by narrowing it down to decide to go after corporations, even then that consultant would need to make a decision about going after small, medium, or large. That consultant might decide to go after large, and then what type, tech, insurance, or healthcare. And then within tech, who would be the most likely to need leadership training? Would it be startup companies, growing companies, or stable companies? And I highlighted there that it would be stable. So by the time that you've done all this narrowing down, now you can see it's really really powerful to say, I'm a leadership training consultant and I work with tech companies who are growing. Very nice way to narrow it down. So finally, as soon as you choose your target market, stick with it until you've either worked your way through all the prospects or realize that it's not working. So here are some good next steps you can take that relate to target market, and here's some worksheets you can use. And we also have a free newsletter you can sign up for so that you can keep learning. And thanks for coming to this class, and best of luck with your business.